Hi guys, it's Jay again, and I'm back with the second part of the modern farmhouse. So now I'm going to actually finish the first floor, bottom floor. Um, I have to apologize because some of the footage in the beginning is super laggy, um, and then towards like the middle of the video it becomes less laggy. I have no idea how that happened. I'm assuming there was something running on my computer while I actually built that made OBS not, pick it up correctly. So it's gonna be a little jumpy, a little choppy, and some laggy bits here and there, so I apologize for that. These parts were done mostly with the listing photos that I had of this house, because again, this house is an actual house in Dallas, Texas. So there were a couple of shots that were taken like right from the front of the house, where you can see through the glass front door. So like that little side table thing, you could see from the front, and the little plant as well. And now I built this in 3 stages, so when I reloaded the game, the glass sliding door kind of didn't really place, or hadn't really placed properly, so it kind of disappeared. I think it must have been some kind of like move objects situation. Yeah, so this, in the original, this is like everything that is this red kind of rusty metal is actually a mesh thing, so it kind of shines through a little bit. I have no idea how to emulate that or what the actual purpose for that was. I don't know, but I tried to put something on that wall that was a bit of a highlight, and then kind of caught the eye the same way that the original did. Now, again, you can see like the footage is a little laggy, but I'm trying to put like finishing touches on this, on the kitchen situation, and then this room here in the front that was more of like the art picture room. There, I kind of put a similar wall color, which was relatively dark, but it made the art pieces stand out a little more, and then a little more plush of a sofa, but like with some nice shiny leather, which is super close to what the actual sofa in that house is. I'm putting in a rug and a coffee table, and I'm also changing the chairs on the side, the chairs plural, on the side, to more ambiguous, is that the right word to use, into like the white pattern, or the white swatch rather, for these like stripy chairs. Yeah, so because of this laggy footage, from time to time you don't necessarily see what I'm doing properly. I apologize. I love these pictures from, I think they're from Tiny Living. They're super cool, and they have so many swatches that are similar to one another, so that you can place them in a row the way I did earlier there. And I really like that pack, in addition to Eco Lifestyle, where I feel like the Tiny Living and the Eco Lifestyle stuff, like style-wise, go together really well. So I really, when I use one of the packs, I usually use the other one as well, because it kind of complements each other really well. Now again, I have not used this recently, but if I remember correctly, you can click on these decorative books, and you can actually use them to do some skill building. So as I said in the last video, this gives that particular room, a little more purpose than just having a fireplace in there and a place to sit. Now here's the half bath, so it's only a toilet and a sink, and not much else going on. There's a little bit of lagging, so I added a stone brick wall, as you can see, and some like cement flooring, concrete flooring thing as well. there's not much else going on in that half bath because it's just a tiny little bathroom that you can go do your business in. Yeah, now I put some of the clutter into the kitchen, trying to make sure that I put it in places where it doesn't hinder the Sims from actually cooking, as well as be super close to what, again, the listing pictures looks like. The listing pictures of kitchens are usually like super bare. There's not much going on in the kitchen, other than, you know, the modern, super modern, sleek furniture. Now with this one, what I really wanted was those like waterfall kitchen island things, and the only one that has that is the island living one. Now we're getting into smoother gameplay, thank God that the footage is a little smoother now. So this is another sitting room. There's not much going on except for the fact that you can sit there and maybe eat together because it's completely adjacent to the kitchen. But yeah, there's again not much gameplay aspects that are added with this room per se, which, I mean, that happens a lot with real houses that you want to build in The Sims. What I could see happening is when you have like people over and like entertaining people. That's a good space for that, I think. I kept it relatively neutral, but the black and white theme kind of has a dominance in this area, specifically because you have the kitchen on the other side, and the kitchen has a very like prominent dark wood. So I feel in those two rooms, the kitchen is more of the highlight point, or more important of a eye catcher, I would say. Here I'm just filling these little shelves with some clutter, some olives, some what are those, chilies, salt and pepper thingies. I have no idea what they're called. Shakers? You would call them shakers. And then this behind area, like this little bump out where I had no idea what the actual house does with this bump out. I just know that it has it. I added a washer, a dryer, 2 of those like cluttered shelves to kind of make it look like it's a bit of a pantry. So one of them is from Dine Out, and the other one is, I think, from, oh gosh, what is that called again? The pack with the camping. I have no idea. I think, oh, I'm not even gonna try it. The one that has the fire as the symbol. Outdoor Retreat. There we go. Took me a minute to get there. So it's kind of like a utility room situation. Now, here with this one, we don't actually have, or I don't actually have, any photos of this room and what it is in real life. You only see from the pictures from the front of the house. Looking through the windows, you can kind of see, I think, a couch, or a bit of a couch. And then I think I see artwork and a TV. I'm not quite sure. But since there was no TV room itself there yet, I added a big TV room with those little like sideboard, like fake side, it's not sideboard, like TV board situation with actual kitchen cabinets. It's been a while, been a while, been a while. Alright, which room is next? I think it's the downstairs bedroom? I don't know, we'll see. See, I keep fiddling with the stairs. it's not necessarily working too well. And that's when I chose the metal one, because for me, like, that worked a little better aesthetically, in my opinion. It wasn't wood like the original was, but it worked a little better for me. And then I got out the tiling and turned all of that backyard terrain paint into actual tiling so that the lines were a little neater. And then the downstairs bedroom, which we can actually see some of, and it's a more like cozy, warm bedroom, at least that's what it looks like. It also has the lighting in that room that is very warm and yellowish and cozy and friendly. And I thought that that was more of like a guest bedroom, which is why I added like the blow dryer and stuff on that dresser. I found the word. It took me a minute, but I found it. And then again, I think that's another tiny living chair. I really like the aesthetics of that room, actually, like the candlelight, the creamy, warm ochre colored bedding. I really like that room. But it's still super subdued. Now with that wall, I found it really like blank and boring. So I put up one of those wall decorations, like flower wall decorations. I think it fits pretty well in that scenario. And it's also, like, for me, that's a guest bedroom. It's not a bedroom for one of, for someone who lives in that house, actually, like, legitimately lives there. All of the family, in quotation marks, bedrooms I put upstairs. Just a bathroom. I always find bathrooms super uninteresting for me personally, because I feel like I'm always uninspired. I recently saw some like aesthetic bathroom picture of like a modern French inspired bathroom, and I kind of built that in The Sims, and that ended up looking really cute. I put that up in the gallery and was actually shocked that a couple of people actually liked that. And I was like, all right, okay. It's not necessarily a style I usually build in, but I was thinking I have a big lot left in like the upper class area of Newcrest, and I was thinking maybe I could do like a French, not a French mansion, but a French inspired like country house thing. Does that make sense? That's what I was thinking. I hope that makes sense. I'm thinking about that because I actually kind of like the aesthetic, and I feel like there's a lot of items in the game that can actually facilitate that. So I will see and try to figure out if that actually works and is something we can do. Now the downstairs also has the office that you can see me already working on. With the office, I also kept it really neutral because at that point in time, I didn't know what the Sims would be doing that would live in this particular house. I ended up making a family later on, and I don't know which of the two parents would end up working in this office, but I really wanted to kind of give it a feel like both of the parents could work in it if they needed it. Like, I didn't want to make it too masculine or too feminine. I wanted to keep it as neutral as possible. With the upstairs bedrooms, specifically for the children, I had already had something in mind for the children, so that wasn't as undecided as the parents and what the parents were like. Yeah, I'm just trying to fill it up with some clutter, and I also put a keyboard on the side because A, that wall was pretty empty, and B, I wanted to add just one more skill building item so that we have enough skill building items in the house overall to kind of justify the size of it, so that you really didn't actually have to go out. I think the only thing you would have to go out 4 would be like fitness, for the fitness skill. So you would have to go to the gym for that. But other than that, I think you can do almost everything in that house. And yeah, that's me like kind of trying to clean everything up, make sure everything's lit up. And then in the next video, we'll see the next level, the second story, where we are doing all of the bedrooms and the adjacent en-suites. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you want this build or any of the other builds that you've seen in my videos so far, please check me out on the gallery. The handle is JayPlayz278, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.